As I mentioned, in the first week of 2022, the Indonesian Composite Index gained by 1.8%. But what will it look like this week? Furthermore, the ban on coal exports still continues. How will this affect the Indonesian stock market in the days to come? We will discuss all of this with Dr. Gema Goeyardi, who is the founder and CEO of Astronacci International. Dr. Gema, thank you so much for joining us again on Jakarta Movers and Shakers.
My pleasure, my honor to speak with you here.
All right, thank you. Now, let's get started. First of all, one of the most pressing issues in these past few days is, of course, the ban on coal exports. Some coal-related companies last week were not that affected. Some were affected. But from your opinion, from your perspective, what impact will this coal export ban have on the stock market in Indonesia in this week, in this next few days, first of all?
Yeah, this is really surprising news, as we know that a lot of countries, they ask Indonesia urgently to lift off the ban of the coal. And if you're looking to the Dow Jones US Coal Index, is absolutely, we can see the major reversal of the trend, and we can see that the price could lead to 9.5 on the DJI coal index, which is that absolutely this will be a cost increasing for a lot of industries, especially the energy, and not so long then the oil price will also going up. So this become like a catastrophic situation if Indonesia keep ban the export. But people think about the local stocks, right? Yeah. Like ITMG, Harum Energy, or Adaro, they always think that maybe because of the ban on the export, the Harum Energy could get a bad impact. But in fact, since we also rely to the price actions as our main reference, we don't really bother with the situation. We really care about what the market is willing to do in this situation. And as you can see, the Harum Energy, it doesn't get much impact. Otherwise, we can see the bearish trend has already happened in the past 2 or 3 days, but in fact, it's going higher and higher. But this is also a unique situation that there are mixed up movement between all the coal stocks in Indonesia, like ITMG, PDBA, and Harum Energy. They don't move at the same direction. So all investors, I can give a recommendation that they should look more to the price action analysis rather than combining all the news to make an investment decision.
Right. So what you're saying is this coal export ban right now is not really affecting coal stocks in Indonesia per se.
Correct.
Yes. I mean, so
even that give impact, it's like anomaly impact. Like you can see the Harum Energy. People say that Harum Energy mostly they do the business on export, but the fact is the price is still rising up until today. And if you open the weekly chart, it's very clear, obvious the trend is bullish and it's getting higher and higher, chasing Adaro Energy.
Is there some kind of explanation behind this, or is it simply because traders really just don't care?
No, this is like an anomaly.
Right.
Most likely the price will follow whatever the news, the hype. But that's why I always have my starting point, price action, discount everything. Then if you want to make money more, then you have to see. You trade what you see, not what you think. So no matter what's the news, but the market reaction is number one. When the market wants to go up, then it goes up. That's it.
Okay. So, I mean, but is it fair to say that because it's only been, say, about 10 days since the coal export ban was enacted, it's still quite early. If it continues until the end of the month, the coal export ban, do you think now is a good time to buy some coal stocks, and then, or you know, what is going to happen to these coal stocks if the ban keeps on?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people, they are stuck in the perception that this company is doing the export, so because of the ban on the export, the company will losing money. No, that's wrong, because when you put a ban on the export, it's absolutely the price will go higher and higher. Now, a lot of coal stocks, coal companies also sell their coal domestically. So even though they cannot sell their stocks, their coal overseas, they still can make money on the domestic. When the price is going higher, like 30 or 40% from last year price, that will be a beneficiary for all coal stocks. That's why the price is not going down. Instead, it's moving sideways, or some stock is going higher. So I think if they continue to ban, the impact for some stocks like Adaro is going higher and higher, and we're waiting for ITMG and PDBA. Even though they choose to stay down and moving sideways, I guess there will be a momentum during the JCI, because we believe the JCI will go into 7,200 at least. Then all the coal stocks will follow, because the hot money will choose whichever the big capital or liquid stocks that they can invest. So I believe coal is one of the options.
All right, so as you said, coal export ban means the price of coal is going up, and these coal companies can still make money domestically, so their stocks could still be going up in the next few days, or I suppose weeks to come.
Exactly.
If the ban is...
You don't just stuck on that news.
Right.
Just think about it.
Got it. So I guess I want to ask you, if the export ban is lifted sometime in the future, before the month ends, what is going to happen? Do you see maybe coal stocks going down, or what's your projection?
I cannot say for sure, but I mean it's already priced in. Even now, they say that this ban will last until January 2022.
Right.
Then that will be even better for Harum Energy, because this is like a bad situation for stocks, but they still give you or show you a positive trend. So when the government decided to unlift the ban, I guess the price will move even higher, because this is the moment for coal stocks. It's like the first quarter of 2022. The trend is bullish, the volume is there, and people pay attention to buy coal stocks. It's on the hype. So I guess buy on dip is the best strategy for now.
Okay, buy on dip. So wait for the dip and buy on the dip in coal stocks. That's what you're saying for now.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. All right, now let's move on from coal stocks and just talk about the IDX in general. Now, last week, as we talked about, the IDX gained by 1.82%. You're saying the trend is bullish. Some say the IDX will grow further this week. What is your projection?
Yeah, December 21st, it was the sun moves in Capricorn. Based on my research, when the sun travels to Capricorn and continuing to Aries, which is on the April, 82% statistically, the market will moving in a bullish trend. But last year, since you know the January 2021, it was a peak point, then it could be this year, the January will be the beginning of the bullish rally. So we believe, based on the price action using the Elliott wave analysis, we can also see that the JCI is moving on a major, the fifth wave bullish rally. It means most likely until April or the third week of May, the bullish trend will remain there. And if you're looking to the weekly chart, you can see that now we're moving on the subdivision of the fifth wave rally, and the consolidation on the weekly chart will end up with another breakout, another all-time high, more than 7,000. That's what I see.
All right, and so for this next week to come, what sectors do you project to be the most prospective in the Indonesian stock market?
Yeah, I can see the banking will still lead the market, especially the digital bank, also the coal, and you can also see the retail sectors will give a positive impact. But most likely, some stocks here in Indonesia is moving mixed. You cannot say that this sector will be good, that sector will be better than the others. I guess they're moving randomly, and also there's little cap or small cap or penny stocks. They will try to rise higher within this 1 or 2 weeks from now.
All right, Dr. Gema, let's also talk about your 2022 outlook for the Indonesian stock market. Many say that the IDX will grow significantly this year. Do you share that same perspective?
Yeah, I agree, because since 2020, if you remember, Astronacci already said that 2022, we're going to move out from the big sideways due to the COVID-19, even though now we got a new variant like Omicron, Flurona, or whatever is that, but based on the cycle study on my research, we can see that the 2022 will be the end of the sideways, and JCI will make a new record, maybe around 7,200 to 7,300. It should be the end of 2021, but there was a delay, and I guess the first quarter will be the time for the JCI to hit the new level, which is fairly speaking, we can see that 7,200 to 7,300 will be the fair value of our index.
Okay, so you projected at 7,200, 7,300 this year in 2022, the Indonesian stock market. But as we know, there's a lot of global economic challenges, high inflation, the Fed especially tapering, and this possible imminent rate hike that the Fed is hinting at. What kind of impact will that have on the Indonesian stock market?
Well, we can see the tapering, it should be happen in November 2021.
Yeah.
For some reason, they keep delaying, okay? So I was in the United States a few weeks before, and I can see for a fact that the United States citizens, they live based on the stimulus. A lot of companies looking for an employee. It's like a lot of job over there, but none of the Americans, they're willing to take a job because they get a stimulus. And I don't like the situation because the inflation will go higher and higher, and long-term wise, I don't see the American will continue maintain their GDP. So this kind of the dangerous situation, if you're looking for the tapering, I guess that will happen, but the US rate hike, maybe not for now. We're looking for the semester 2 of 2022, then maybe the Fed will rise the interest rate, but not for now. If they need to taper their quantitative easing, something like that, so it will not be done before March, because they keep delaying and they remain hawkish on every Fed meeting. They never make a very clear decision, then they'll create a huge sideways on any market, the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, gold, US dollars. So we're on the big sideways of global market, I think, until the April 2022.
All right, and how will all that affect the Indonesian market, just very quickly, especially the US?
Now, it's very small impact. Everything is priced in. Now we're going to be see with our own price cycle. We're looking for 7,000, and that's it. We don't really care about American market.
All right, Dr. Gema, very little impact from the US. You still see a bullish trend in the Indonesian stock market. By the dip in coal stocks, as you said, it could be going up despite of the coal export ban. Dr. Gema Goeyardi, thank you so much for joining us again on Jakarta Movers.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.